All right. Here we are. We at the Rise of the Kings podcast. For those who don't know, Rise of the Kings is a Black men guided communal development and support group. We have some dope gentlemen a part of the podcast. This is episode 2. So we're really excited to get into it. My name is Tony Wilson. I'm the founder of the group. I'm also a spoken word poet. I write and perform hip hop, produce, and just overall into like a very big advocate of Black men supporting each other and different forms of therapeutic support. So let's go ahead and start off with TJ. Introduce yourself.
Afternoon, everybody. My name is Thalen George, also go by TJ. I am living in New Orleans, Louisiana right now. I am Ivy League educated and also seminary educated, trying to find a way to incorporate faith-based initiatives with other LGBT initiatives as well. And I got pulled into this group by a brother, Nico, in the group, and I have taken quite a great pleasure in being able to relate to fellow Black brothers in a vulnerable but empowering way.
All right, JL.
Hey everybody, I'm JL. I am daddy by day, web designer / author / chief technology officer and also co-founder of online clothing line called Born & Company. Also separate line, Stable Active. So just want to let you guys know that. And I got pulled into the group by brother Tony Wilson. And by way of my wife. So that was kind of interesting. Yeah, originally from Los Angeles. I'm a LA expat living in Minneapolis, just trying to survive. So as a lot of y'all probably have seen, a lot of stuff going on. So I might have to make my way down to New Orleans with the rest of y'all.
Bro, you gonna get the best like red carpet treatment if you do that, because like you know everybody, because like you'll be able to stay with me, and then TJ mom probably gonna cook for you. Dom gonna show
Bro.
you. But yeah, man. So essentially, man, for anybody that doesn't know, man, so this group started very organically. Like, what's really cool, we're going on week 12 or session 12 of this whole experience. How it works is we have weekly meetings on Wednesdays for 90 minutes, and we work with a man named Brother Shaq, who is a community organizer and has a therapeutic background. And we just tackle very deep issues like mental health. We tackle relationships. We tackle all sorts of things that really are going in the community. One of the biggest things that we've been tackling was humanity and the lack of humanity that Black men feel growing up and thriving. And that's been a very important topic that we've gone. We're gonna jump into our first topic. I guess, what is your origin story with this group, and why do you think it's important? I mean, I know you told me a little bit about how you joined, but why? What has this group proven to be important?
For me, it was all about an outlet. During the pandemic, I experienced some more social distancing than I already do. The relationships that I had that kept me social, a lot of them came from working. And I'm still currently furloughed. And so a lot of those bonds that I had, I didn't have an outlet to anyone. And so a lot of the stresses that I was dealing with, they were, and this group allowed me to free my mind from them, one, and to 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 basically realize that I'm not alone. Sometimes as Black men, we see the need to be strong and be solitary. You know, we don't want to let anybody see us sweat. Everything's all right, at least on our heads, and we tell everybody that. But then, you know, on the inside, we're probably falling apart. Um, it gave me a place to let some things out and to hear other perspectives. And it's really been enlightening and empowering in ways that I really didn't even know I needed.
And I guess with my origin story, and what this group has done for me thus far is definitely, it's gotten me. It kind of reminds me of a old school church men's group without, you know, the holier thou complexes. So, you know, we just get straight to the real, you know, like if we're in a cookout, you know, just, you know, slamming on some dominoes or something. That's how it feels like, just in the virtual form. And, you know, I love the fact that we're, even though we're Black, like we're extremely diverse group, just with our backgrounds, like, and everything. Like it's amazing to me. So like I feel truly blessed to be part of this group and to be able to add my 2 cents into it, and you know, just do whatever I can. And yeah, this this has been pretty life-changing for me. So yeah.
I really appreciate you saying that too about the diversity, is because, you know, I mean, there's so many misconceptions about the group. And it's like, for me, like I've been like, it started so organic, bro, that like, I didn't have the words, because like I didn't wake up with this group concept in mind. It's kind of been free flowing, and like what we've created has kind of been organic as hell. Just been like, we're gonna get together, figure it out. No, we're not some crisis group that like everybody needs to like talk about like issues that they may have, but it's just like really getting down to the nitty gritty of the shit that we're doing. And for me, my origin story is, you know, I just saw a need personally and just overall that like Black men needed to be able to get together and just talk and form a community. You know what I mean? Like other groups have that, like white men do that, white women do that, like Black women do that to a degree, like, but there was just never that opportunity for Black men, because there's always so much posturing, right? You know what I mean? When you get into a group with some Black men, it's like all of a sudden the peacock and the beta fish comes out of us, and we sitting there like, okay, instead of us being like, let me find out what my man can do, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is he on? And I'm automatically like doubting him or coming up with this like enemy type of mentality.
Yeah, man, I want to jump on that too, because it's the crabs in the barrel type of mentality. It's something that's been indoctrinated in us from generations, and you know, it's really like, you know, I get on my soapbox a lot with this when I talk to my wife about this, but you know, it's all a product of the Willie Lynch letter. It really is. You know, when it comes down to colorism, when it comes down to like just social status, and just really like when you're up against, you know, when you're a Black man putting yourself up against another Black man, for some reason it's just always natural to compare yourself, instead of to compare and contrast, instead of like compare and collaborate like what other cultures do. So, you know, it's like, I feel like this group is the start of breaking that cycle, and, you know, the getting into the practice of doing that, and then instilling that in our next generations, and then keeping that practice going.
I appreciate the diversity in the sense that we allow one another to be ourselves. When I first joined, I was energy that I was picking up from the other brothers, and at first I felt uncomfortable, only because I I um I deal with some skepticism about myself and like manhood. There are some stigmas as far between intelligence and like masculinity that I've kind of been on the fence with over my lifetime, and I didn't know whether or not this collective would allow for me to kick back and because you really can't really get to do any like substantive work here and in your heart if you don't have the freedom to just be yourself in it. And I found that fortunately it wasn't the case. I didn't have anything to worry about, and I don't have anything to worry about, because every black man should feel free to express themselves however they see fit, to actualize as much as they can in their own individual way. And I feel like this group champions that.
Yeah, like in a way, we're kind of destigmatizing that it's like not like that it's not soft to talk about your feelings, And I think that what we've honestly we've created like a group of superheroes. Like everybody is super intellectual, has a lot to offer. They got their own skills, they got their own issues. But I think the fact that like as black men, if we cannot sit and talk about our issues, we're going to continue to go down a downfall. And we're not going to teach next generations how to deal with their issues and things like that.